Alright. Let's see what I can do. This is how far we go. Hopefully, it'll be really great if we make it. Oh man, still got that little visual thing with Windows 11 going on. Get ye gone, ye visual bug. Alright. Not sure what I'm going to be able to do right now, but we're going to try. Alright. So our next destination for our quest is the Chimera Wetlands. We'll go ahead. We will take care of the Azu first. We have the Azak Bog, so it's Azak. And then we have the Chimera Wetlands. And this is technically a higher level, but I'm over leveled anyway. So we're going to go ahead and do this.
You are confident? I give you that. Find Ignakdok.
Weakling!
Rhythm together. The way verticality works on this is causes a little bit of deception. Because it's very clear, one of the things I've noticed is how I was hitting this area of effect there. It's very clear that this is closer to up here than it looks from the camera. And it's a little tiny thing I've noticed here and there. Is that sometimes things below you in terrain will look much further away than the game is treating them. Okay, well, I guess I gotta work on my timings for that. Got to get back into the rhythm.
You shall fall!
Where did it aim at? Extra energy shield. It's gonna take a little bit longer to kill. Or another support gem. All of the support gems should be level 3s now. Those are superior. Those for shards. A little bit. I see it. Okay. There's like a basket or something. Got kind of scared. Maybe not. There's something. There's definitely something. Like if I come back, you can see if I walk this way, I'm fine. If I walk this way... No, there's definitely something here. Again, maybe a little pathing cleanup needs to happen. Yeah, Act 3 by far has the most need, which makes sense because my guess is they were probably working on things.
Shut up!
Well, different studios have different design methodologies for how they prioritize things. So they might have been focusing on like having like a basic flow through everything, and then went back and cleaned up, and they might have cleaned up in order, or they may have just been working on things linearly. Like, okay, we're gonna work on Act 1, Act 2. You know, different studios have different things to do. I've always personally been more of a fan of working on your opening and your finale. Now the problem is depending on how time constraints go and how time crunch works, you can end up with a very, very empty middle of the road that way. So like, if you've got like a 6-act campaign like this, Act 1 will be fantastic and Act 6 will be fantastic. But then the rest of the game, the remaining 4 acts, won't be as good as it could be, depending on how time crunches and stuff happen. It's very clear, though, that at least some of what they did, and we know that because of which acts were ready, by the time everything was set. So we have learned specifically they were still working on Acts 4, 5, and 6 before they decided to shift early access.
Fortune favors me.
Their focus to Endgame. One of these was a blue. And also, like, there's a lot of, I'm already hearing, because it's near impossible here, trying to be active in the community and not hear anything and potentially have things. Like, I'm trying to make this as raw and unfiltered and tinted by other people as possible. But, you know, the simple fact of the matter is that in order to try to promote this, I do have to be on social media at least a little bit. And so I see things and I hear things. And if it seems like the end game in particular did need more time to cook, that is because they have been probably working on the campaign, or at least from the sounds of some of the interviews. They've been working on the campaign a lot longer than they thought. Not that none of the endgame systems are being used or anything like that, because again, just because we have certain prioritization doesn't mean you don't have artists working on assets or you know, team members working on encounter design that'll get used and things like that. But the push for endgame, the push to, we need to make sure that the endgame is working and functional for early access, and that that it is fun and that there's a lot of stuff to do. That basically happened a little bit over 6 months ago. When you compare the rest of how long they've been doing things to that, whoa! Thought I was clear of those slams. I was not clear of those slams. But again, this is the whole point of early access. All of this, these things that can be adjusted, cleaned up, So much of the complaints I've heard can be tuned up by graphics. So much of it is where people are actually saying the drop rates aren't there yet. And, you know, that is something that can be fixed. This is going to be obnoxious. There we go. Probably going to get that off. Step out here. A little bit more extra damage. Last thing is helping.
I'm not ready.
Alright.
Creature.
In the butt. I hate having my action speed reduced. Ah. You'd think by now I would have the timing and muscle memory for that combo down pat. I just don't. I don't know if that's age or what. I often do feel like I am nowhere near as good of a gamer as I used to be.
Dodge this!
I do like
Sickening rituals.
the rare things. This one is a mean combination. I can already tell. Oh, one rare, two rares. I think we've got two. One down. Ah. Both fours. Generates life. Oh. Okay, we might have to up the damage here. We may have to up the damage here. Where did you aim that?
In the right hands, this
Okay,
could forge something truly
I'm-
exceptional.
I'm discovering reliably bad targeting for the camera with dynamic targeting. Seriously reliably bad targeting. And I killed him and these things still. That is something I don't like. Something is going to be a death effect, it should be the death effect. If it's not, it should not persist after. Yeah, I have discovered reliably bad targeting for the hammer on dynamic targeting on control. That is something
The
that will
children.
need to be fixed.
They whisper. They cry for help.
It is. I noticed this a little earlier, but it appears to be more persistent. There is actually like a certain tactical advantage to destroying their fires because they're lighting their weapons on fire. If you look closely, there is a little moment. I should take some notes here. Take a moment. But if you look closely when I'm entering the zone, you will see some of the enemies stick their weapons into fires to get like extra fire damage or the fire explosions. I'm gonna really put that in my notes, both that and the targeting issue. All right. I don't take enough notes, I think. Because there have been things that I have only remembered to put into my logs and my feedback well after the fact.
Hammer and anvil!
It's kind of interesting. I'm not entirely sure what the interaction is like. It seemed like an attack that should have gotten them primed for stun didn't prime them for stun, and then all of a sudden they were. I wonder if that was something that their shaman did. Okay. Now I just need to find Ignakduk, if I remember correctly. There, it was right there. Ignakduk. Yeah. Oh. Alright. Oh, it is my new least favorite. I hate the volatile plants. Those are really persistent. They do a massive amount of damage. And sometimes they don't seem to trigger reliably. So sometimes the thing you need to do in order to control them and prevent them from really wrecking you doesn't seem to trigger properly. Because the whole thing is, you know, you want to... But anyway, you want to run through them to trigger them to explode. And then they get replaced really quickly anyway. Alright. For her, we do just want to go pure offense. We don't get as many... do not get as many opportunities to hurt her. At least in the first phase. The second phase we can potentially...
Hammer and anvil!
Ah, got her each time. Tried to duck out of it, but I did get it. potentially. Come on, get her.
Your captured souls will suffer no longer.
Alright, we have the Gem Crust Crystal. We have Ignakduk's Ghastly Spear.
A disgusting weapon.
Alright. Go ahead and pick
I've
these
nowhere
up
to keep
as
that.
well. Or maybe not. Really quick since we're relatively safe spot. Take a look and use this. Ah, okay. So we got lightning res and then stun threshold. So I'm gonna need to use a fire res on it. Actually, that might have that legit might have failed it. That legit might have triggered a failed craft. Because res, I think, is more important. Just that 15 move speed. So nice. And stun threshold is mattering, but I think that, like, legitimately might have failed that craft. Alright, well, we're gonna go on back to these boots then. Reduce shock duration. Prefix or suffix? That's a suffix. Okay. So we're gonna put a third resist charm on that. Yeah. Oh well. C'est la vie. Oh, I also forgot I could just use the skull too. Plus 40 spirits. Alright. Okay, need to maneuver things around a bit. I'm still not going to be able to get everything identified and go.
How can
You have slain the Bog Witch?
Alright, so we have a Thong Charm that grants 0.2 charges per second. We have a Staunching Charm of the Distiller, reduces charges used. We have an Antidote that grants 0.15 charges. A Dousing Charm for 3 and then 30%. I think I'm going to grab this one.
armor?
Likely to,
Welcome. Take your
most
time.
likely to be beneficial to me, or to be able to upgrade other Thong Charms. Okay. Next, we'll sell you.
It's a deal.
Alright, this is plus 9 strength? No. That needs to be disenchanted. This needs to be broken down. Other direction. That is a weak lightning resist roll. No, thank
I like
you.
it.
Thank you. This now needs to be disenchanted because this is a failed craft in my opinion. And then we will come back and get this one now. Alright. This out. We'll take this out here. And we'll just do it. Alright. That'd be another one. Take a look at my leveling, see what else see what I've got for a fun charm. Yeah, and we'll swap these out. Alright.
Hey there. I'll take it. Be wary.
Okay, so we got a couple of these to use. I did it again. The X button, Euphoria. Oh, I maxed it. I think that means everything's maxed except for this helmet I'm working on, which means it gets saved, because I'm not putting it on the helmet unless I know it's going to work. Okay. Before I pick what I'm going to do is my spirit, I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. So I will be right back. Alright. Next stop. Oh, first we have to decide what I'm going to do with my spirit. Alright. So. I have 40 spirit left. Option 1 is I just grab another spirit boosting gem for overwhelming presence. That is option 1. Option 2 is I remove one of these as my skills. Like as I take out a skill and put it into spirit gem. So Rolling Slam and Bone Shatter are my bread and butter, so those are definitely staying. Volcanic Fissure I'm not using a lot, but when I can use it, it is doing wonders. It's also one of my higher DPS skills. Shield Charge I'm not using a lot, but I do like it when I have it. Honestly, the big one is potentially now just actually having one of these be my actual finish. Where if I don't have where if I either have to pick the consistency of Supercharged Slam where I can always use it no matter what, or I have to just go as Hammer of the Gods and realize that, or fix later, that I'm not always going to have it. So, this is tough, because there are definitely there are definitely arguments for all of that. But all of them all, I think I'm using Supercharged Slime the least. Alright. We're going to take this out. Now, while I do have a skill gem, we're going to go back to managing pockets. I might just do this just to like not have the lower level. So, bam, facial, there it is. Yeah, the other possibility is, obviously I equip a spirit amulet, but I would rather use a life amulet. Okay, next destination. Bookmark Root Dredge. I killed Root Dredge. Why is it saying I didn't kill Root Dredge? Did I not do something I needed to complete the encounter? Let's do that. Take care of that really quickly. I should make sure all of my encounters are completed. Because I thought you had to. I thought you were going to get to have 120 here by the time everything is said and done.
Feel my wrath! They're swarming!
Yes, they're swarming. They're to swarm. I know what they do. This is the corpse that should have like a something. Okay, we already grabbed it, so nothing new there. That's not what Root Dredge is. I'm still very curious as to why it is not showing. My guess is there was something I could do afterwards and I haven't done it. Christian actually points you, kind of a neat little feature. Christian actually points the way towards the nearest rare organ. It also helps me like make sure I never lose track of them in like a fight or something like that. Okay, that's the campfire. Around here is the campfire. Ziggurat. Ziggurat in camp. All of the baskets. The picnic basket, eh, boo boo? Again. There's two potentially very powerful rares and one damage time in theory. are you, Rootredge? It had to be an encounter in place with the giant tick mosquito thing. Here we go.
Hammer and anvil!
Shatter his armor. Ah!
I'm not ready.
One advantage of putting that there is I can actually see. Okay. All right, he's dead now, right? Quest screen. No, it's showing he's still. There's still something going on here. Okay. All right, there's a note because I'm not seeing anything. It's
Face me!
there's no drop. There's no quest item or notification. My combo not seeming to work? Hey, why am I taking so much damage? Answer is my shield. I need to find a good safe spot. Get out of here. This is going to be one of those things where... Alright. Take a quick look here. Now we've got the Chimera Wetlands. Okay, everything looks done in Act 2. And everything in Act 1? Yes, everything looks done in Act 1. Okay. Back to Act 3. Alright. And now we go to the Chimera Wetlands. Soon we will be doing my DPS check. Making sure we're actually swole enough to ride this ride.
Ah, I knew it! Dodge this!
Get out of the poison flower. Actually, I did want to pick that one. up a little bit, hit the A button a little too eagerly. I actually did want that. Thank you. Maybe I won't just die. Gotta remember, I can always just do that. Just because it has a cooldown does not mean I have to I have to only use it when it's an important fight. I can totally just kill him in noise. Just don't get tired of it. I just don't get tired of it. Oh, I need to check.
I'm not ready.
Need to check. Do I have? Is it using just my two? That was awkward. Check to make sure it is using it. Yes, okay, it is. And again, the targeting. The targeting. That was definitely some targeting that the game chose. Literally being attacked by a thing next to me. And, nope. Nope, we're not. We're just going to ignore that.
Break!
Something around here is blue. Oh, the flash is sure what it was. Checkpoint. Pretty sure that's the fight was the Chimera. Or Chimera. Or even Chimera. Pushing in the camera. I'm gonna make the note. Need to figure out which enemy was doing it. Gotta remember, I cannot raise my shield until the circle appears.
Meat creature!
Sapphire. Like, honestly, like, the vast majority of my complaints with this game have something to do with the controller so far. It's either an obvious, like, this is not functioning. Dire Tusk. It's obviously something not intended. Damn it. That's happening. I do still have it, though.
Steel yourself!
Dire Tusk Boars. Make sure my notes are saved, because I don't want to lose them from something stupid. Or is this where...
These plants are deadly.
Ah, no, this is Toxic Bloom. Okay. Hello, everybody come. Everybody follow me. I will follow. Okay, so I'm about to do the mean thing.
No challenge.
Caravan system. So you can get multiple essences on a monster still. Alright, so we have flame walls and energy shields.
This isn't the same fungus from back home, is it?
Alright. Don't need any of these, I don't think. They're gonna go ahead and grab the bow. Alright, now we can go fight the Chimera. So I probably should look for the encampment. Both to get any rewards from it, and to see if the encampment is has spawned in an appropriate place.
Rotops!
Lots of these guys will spawn last time. It spawned. Okay, spawn current. Alright, so you have a change here, and I do want the mana flask. Alright. I don't know if it matters, but we'll go ahead and find the Temple of Chaos. Ah, he says. Looking on the map going, where's the temple? There's one place it could be. Easy enough to teleport back. Where's this gonna be it? Yeah. Are you chaos? I must kill chaos.
I can handle any.
Alright, we need a tier 3 ultimatum. I think it's tier 3. If it does not feel good to level up, you know you've done something wrong, or you're dead inside. Alright. Gonna come over here. Going to increase our weapon swap speed. Okay, now we need to use the checkpoint. Now we gotta kill the Chimera. Yep, I was right.
Hammer and anvil!
Almost got him for another round. Ah! Didn't quite get that the way I wanted.
Hammer and anvil!
Yes. And we have to place me. All right.
These statues make me wary.
A foul ruin that hasn't been looted? No one from this mechanism.
All right. Time to find the soul core. And he thinks this is a good essence center.
Shatter!
Ah, stop it. Good diary. Did not want to come after me, I guess.
Oh, goodness.
It's alive!
No stone unturned.
Damage is definitely starting to feel lacking. Might need to go hunting. Might need to go hunting for a weapon. Gotta remember that they get the single hit treatment. Okay, reduce flash charges used. Energy shield, siphon, mana, and lightning damage. Thank you. Actually, I might want the nail belt here. That actually might synergize well. Oh, I've got the lock on. That actually might synergize well with the fact I seem to prefer. Right now, for now at least, I prefer using the auto blast. Just in case the fight goes long.
Break!
And they did. But yeah. Especially with the fact, like, I think once you've played this game, you get to the point where you're really good, where you're starting to think, it's like, okay, hardcore might be fun. I think at that point, where you can reliably kind of clock, okay, this is how many flash charges I'm going to need, or how many uses of my flask I can potentially need to use. I think at that point, the other flash become more important. Probably I would go. I think probably next you probably end up using the reduced flash iteration chart, or you might try to do something with charms or something like that. The charms always have permanent buffs. You've got well, they don't have permanent buffs. The temporary buffs you could potentially take advantage of. You could do something fun with not having to spec or put as much resistances on your gear because you're using charms to take advantage of that. There might be something regarding charms with Mage Blood later, if Mage Blood is even in the game yet.
I've no more room.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You got the room. Just not putting things in places that make particularly a lot of sense. Actually, this should go in here, where it'll probably be the least offensive to my inventory. Come down here. Hot sorting action, just like the fans demand. feels so fucking good doing that. Quick, grab the waypoint, because I'm probably going to stop playing soon. Much as I would like to have gotten to endgame today, the head had other plans, and it is deciding to enforce those plans. Ratted in like a Magic the Gathering card. Lots of these rocket rats around. The wall apparently has one heck of a rat problem. But hey, that's what happens in all big cities. Find the next slowly and pompously coming out. Oh, he survived. Also, what was my aftershock? Alright. This time there's no helping it.
Yes?
Okay. Alright. Faster recovery rate. I think it's something close to what we have now. Oh no, that's applied instantly. Bam. No, thank you.
I'll take it.
Okay. This needs to be disenchanted. Alright, advanced vagabond armor. I only see one life mod on there, and it's very, very poor. So, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. One I've got better. Darn it. ES and lightning. Got here. Hold resistance and minions have 18% increased. No, thank you. No particular real synergy there. Okay, this is the one I'm working on, so this needs to come back over here. That's getting disenchanted. This is getting sold. This is getting sold. Come on. There are some shortcuts for manipulating things in. Not enough for it to really feel particularly comfortable.
Here to help.
What have you learned?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
See you.
All right. This needs to go in a map tab. They're going to go automatically thanks to affinity, and then that goes there. This goes infinity. Ah, I forgot about this one. Right. Accuracy, leech, and some enhanced physical. It is trailing very, very far behind where my current one is. But if it gets a flat physical roll, it could be useful. It could be become an upgrade. I have the regals, so we're going to use it. Just gotten an additional accuracy. Okay. No, thank you.
Still alive.
Having a little bit of accuracy, I think, is okay. But...
What do you need?
all right. Back in we go. Let's go ahead and get the soul core.
Break!
Gotta say, so far I'm pretty unimpressed with Aftershock. To be fair though, my Rolling Slam is not the best way to get out my Aftershocks. The Rolling Slam actually doesn't do a lot of damage, particularly the again, target is nowhere near where I want it. When I use that, I'm really going to need to make sure that I am like manually aiming as best as the game will let me. Otherwise, it will just not care about where it aims at. Stone altar to find there. Oh, actually, we can go ahead and use this with what we've got. Did just find a soul core after all.
Ah, so this is why the treasure hunters do it.
But the people on Oak Island, they do it for history. Not sure if I want to get into that is such a touchy subject, especially in the wild. You've got so many, like, people tend to have, like, their pet theories and stuff like that, where, that would be getting into very, very harsh political territory. It's not just that war. The way the camera acts when you're being pushed is not nature. It doesn't feel like it feels very jarring. My family watches a lot of the History Channel stuff, let's just say. So if you know what I mean by History Channel stuff, you know what I mean. And they watch it mostly because they like having that it. I don't know why they choose to make entertainment out of their TV instead of finding shows and stuff that are entertaining. But that's, hey, you know, to each their own, I guess. So like they watched The Curse of Oak Island. They watch, which in the lore there is no Curse of Oak Island. Like even within like the thing or things around Oak Island, there is no Curse of Oak Island. They watch that. They watch Ancient Aliens. They just, and it's just like, it's just funny, like the way they kind of treat it and react to it. I'm just like, or you know, you could just watch something that's like actually like insightful and entertaining, instead of just something where you're pointing and laughing at people. Regardless of how much you think they should be pointed and laughed at. But yeah, my father's pet theory around Oak Island is that there are like people potentially even like from like the Canadian government that are like seeding just enough artifacts onto the island to keep them searching. Oh, I know what I need to do. There should be a checkpoint over here. Lesai. Alright. Checkpoint here, and then here's where we need to go.
This!
Oh yeah, I need to get there's a support I need to put on my hammer now, where it absorbs the fact that I've broken the armor. Alright, we will go back. Identify everything, do one more set of like going through gear and items.
Here to help.
Alright. Disenchanting that. The reasoning behind that again is I want to keep my defenses, I want to keep things like my resistances and my life as even and steady between my shields as possible. So when I switch to two-hander, I don't want to be losing life when I switch to a two-hander. And I don't want to be like, oh, I don't have the resist now. I lost a bunch of resist by doing that. But I do want to go. What I want mostly on these are like block chance and increased armor, you know, for the defenses. Maybe thorns, but even then, thorns is. I think thorns is a mechanic you have to build around. Yeah. I think that's all of them.
Need a guide?
Now we sell stuff. All right, we have the ultimate life flasks, ultimate destiny.
It's a deal.
Okay, charges gained. Again, that was passive.
Don't eat anything colorful.
The rest of them. Alks. I don't have any chaos orbs. And I do have a decent amount of ball. Alright. So it would have been nicer to make more progress today, but hey, the head says no, the head says no. I'm going to basically try to relax for the rest of the evening. I will, of course, do my write-up for 3 days, but there's not a lot to say at this point. So... pardon me. Oh, my body is saying it's time to get up and stretch, too. That's probably something I need to do. Alright, so thank you very much if you've been following me along for this ride. And hopefully, I will be... we're going to be doing the last bit of the Christmas shopping tomorrow.
I think I'll wait for a fight first.
So I will probably be home later than I would like. And then, of course, we've got all of the fun Christmas stuff that'll be happening over the course of the next week. I will still be doing my Grotmus detachment stuff. And then after that, this will basically, I'll be almost purely focused on PoE 2. So, unless something really, really fun or cool happens in Warhammer 40k. So, until next time, I've been Exile Erdrick. I'll see you all